Hey there, folks. It's JM again, and I'm gonna, finally get to a drinks video that I've been meaning to do since middle of May, anyway. But have had trouble getting to for one reason or another, be it health issues or something, or other reasons that have come up along the way. But basically, this is something I've been more or less meaning to get to pretty much the entirety of the baseball season. And, now we're about a month out from the World Series here. It's about time I actually, got around to doing it. Uh, I've got the Harman Killebrew branded sodas that the Twins team, or I would think the Minnesota Twins have had at least a hand in, since Killebrew was pretty much one of their star players from the start of the franchise back in 1961 all the way through 1974. Uh, it was I'm hoping that since he was and to some extent anyway is still fairly influential former member of the team. I hope they're at least getting some revenue off of this. But anyway, just trying to do in the course of doing research, on this, because this is something I think I actually need to try and give a little history on, even if it is not the best ever, and well, poorly researched even for me. But it's going to help, because this actually does, as far as I can tell, have a little history to it. Basically, I think the reason that they're going for the particular name here is that it's something meant to be, sort of a gimmick at, Target Field, which is the new Twins ball stadium in Minneapolis. I'm glad they, finally did get a, new situation for themselves, because as I understand, the Metrodome was, kind of getting up there in years when I was actually there in the, it was either late 80s or early 90s. It's been a while ago, been a while now, but, it was, getting kind of up there in years. So I'm thinking, this, brand of carbonated beverage that I've got here, that's, named after one of their bigger star players and all around personalities, was, kind of a good gimmick to help, get the new stadium kicked off with. Uh, but yeah, Killebrew, when he started, he was actually spent a couple of years with the Washington Senators, and then came to play for the Twins in 1961 when the franchise first started up. And then he was with the team for about 13 years, I believe, where he racked up some impressive stats. Get those up here. You can tell I'm kind of used to doing this live, and I'm still working on one take here. I guess part of the reason I couldn't find those off there's stats off the top of my head is because they don't list them conveniently on Wikipedia. But his hitting statistics, over the average over his career are, actually pretty good from what I can tell. Or, it's, basically just, my admittedly limited knowledge of this. His career batting average was 256, which, as far as I know, is actually pretty good. But I'm actually just a casual fan of baseball, which I am of most sports really. But he was Killebrew was actually a broadcaster for the Twins from 1976 to 78, and then went to Oakland for a couple of years from 79 to 82, and then went back to Minnesota in 84 to 1988 after a year with California Angels. Sounds like he had an interesting career, and it's one of those things where I really didn't get to hear the guy doing the commentary or anything, because I didn't really start watching or listening to baseball until I was actually almost out of college in the late 90s and early 2000s. And by then, he was pretty much retired and all of that. So, anyway, uh, I guess I'll get to work on actually giving these things a taste test and see what I think here. So I've actually got my nice little glasses here that I actually have been remembering to keep washed since one back in July where I actually forgot. But anyway, I think I'll go with the root beer first. Get this turned around so it actually shows there. But anyway, they've got these. Boy, there's a high humidity today. But I'm sure these things are easier to open when you're for people who are not working with wet hands. And I'm gonna say it's more my own fault that I'm having trouble with this, because sorry about that, folks. But yeah, I mean, I never have had much strength in my hands, and that's probably part of the reason why that seemed so tightly sealed there. But they've got these nice. I think this is an aluminum can here. But anyway, hold this. Yeah, got some nice color to it. Nice fizz for having been in my fridge for 4 or 5 months. Which oh yeah, it's got some nice dark color there. Can't really see through the color there, and it got some nice fizz to it, especially for having been in the fridge for so long. So cheers. Yeah, that's some nice good root beer there. That's exactly what I expect root beer to taste like, and that's definitely a good thing. So anyway, it's actually held up pretty well for having been in my fridge for 4 or 5 months or however long it's been. But it's been sitting on my desk for a little while, so it has warmed up a little bit, and I think that has helped some. Now I'm gonna try the cream soda here, and I've got a tissue in my hand, which I'm hoping will help me open this other one a little easier than with the other one here. But yeah, I mean, they've certainly got nice tight lids on these things, which is a good thing. But anyway, let's have a look at the cream soda. That's also got a nice color there, much lighter. Gotta say, the color and the clarity and the fizz on that's all very good. I gotta say, this is actually turning out to be a good investment on my part. I'm glad I made it. And I'm thinking this is probably going to be as good as the root beer, and I'm gonna just do it. Yeah, that's actually some of the best cream soda I think I've had in quite a while. So yeah, I mean this is it's like a buck and a half for a 16-ounce can. I think uh, probably should have thought to check the price on this before I actually sat down to make the video. But I mean these are on the higher end price wise for 16-ounce cans of things, but I'd say they're definitely worth the price. And hopefully this is something they sell in stores outside the Midwest here, because it's something I definitely think is worth a shot. Excuse me. But yeah, it's definitely a thing I'd say is worth going for if you can find it. So yeah, especially if you're a Twins fan, this official old-fashioned Killebrew soda is actually a good thing. Certainly if you're a Twins fan, and probably for just about everybody, even if you're a Twins fan, baseball fan, whatever, definitely worth a shot. I'd recommend it. So anyway, I'd say that's it for now. So I'll see you next time I find something I think is worth getting on the cam here for you. So anyway, I'll see you when I see you. Have a nice hour long, everybody. Bye now.